one thing Suge did talk about in his podcast that I wanted to get your thoughts on and ask you if he had ever told you the story before he talked about it on his podcast, which was he talked about Chilli from TLC and saying that she had a particular STD. Did he ever talk to you about Chilli? And if so, did he ever talk about that? Or are there any other stories they talked to you about with when it comes to Chilli from TLC?
Well, when I go through my anger, being emotional, being a y'all done heard what I said about Suge. For those that y'all don't know, I'm not gonna repeat it. I said I'll never repeat it again. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Now y'all be like, well, if that's the case, well, we know it was a three-rate a circle going around, right? Y'all had Dallas Austin and Chilli. Y'all had Usher and Chilli. Y'all done heard the rumors about Usher and what he allegedly has. Y'all done heard Suge messing around with Lisa Left Eye, who we talked about in that segment. Y'all done heard Tupac messing around with Lisa Left Eye. It was just a big old circle, huh? A big old circle. Y'all done heard Dr. Simbi or whatever say what Lisa Left Eye had, how they met, and why they met. Y'all ain't heard it. Y'all ain't gonna hear from me. Y'all go research it. And so, apparently everybody had this, right? Um, Suge had a relationships with Chilli. I know that. I've seen it. I done told y'all stories back on those 4 or 5 hour live streams. I'll tell y'all how she used to walk around eating baby food. Remember, she didn't eat food. Y'all remember? Told y'all she was so crazy. She only ate baby food because she worried about her weight so much. Those type of females was in there. No, y'all don't like the smaller, thinner females as much as y'all do as we did in the 90s. Now we want something with a little substance, a little bit more meat on them now. So she was a hot commodity back in the 90s. More so than Left Eye and T-Boss. So of course, she gonna get around. That story is, I'm surprised because Suge has always had a lot of respect for Chilli. And so I'm surprised Suge put that particular thing out about her. But that's why I goes and say, where everybody want to be jumping on me and be like, oh, he done mature. I read the comments in y'all other episodes. He's mature. He don't want to talk about anything negative. But I tell y'all, he goes both ways. He gonna throw his jabs in. What made him attack or put that out there about Chilli? I know he was mainly talking about Whitney and put it that Whitney said it. I don't know. Don't know his motive for that. But it's unfortunate because I know, I have always known he had nothing but high regards for Chilli and Left Eye. I think it comes from his relationship later with Left Eye, and Left Eye having a lot of disdain for the members of the group at the time of her death. She wasn't as happy with them, and that's why she was over there. And she was managing her and trying to get paperwork right with L.A. Reid and Steve Stouts. And so that might have been why he made those statements, riding for Left Eye, because Nina is somebody that he loved and had a lot of relationship for in the mid 2000s. Or right before her death. So I think that's where that's coming from, for those of y'all that's wondering why he said that or made those statements. Why he tapped at Ray J in the Whitney situation, which we all know. Everybody that was around know what was going on between Ray J and Whitney. I don't know what made him decide to put that out about Ray J. But that's why the bipolarness of him come out. Well, yeah, y'all want to put him on and say, oh, he's on the positive tip, he's on this tip. Tell y'all, he still throws jabs, and I catch him. Y'all caught him. Y'all just don't want to acknowledge him because y'all don't want to type too much. Y'all just want to type, oh, great podcast, great thing, love your positivity. But if y'all keep it real, y'all should be typing. Why you say that, homie? Where you going? Is this bipolar? One minute he's saying this, next minute he's saying that. If I'm keeping it real, that's what I got from those statements. And that's what I picked up on. Don't know. Like I said, in the mid-90s, when Chilli and them were around, he had a lot of respect for her. But I think he did that being loyal to Lisa because of whatever they were going through at the time. And or because Dave Mays don't like TLC, and he let that come out because he picking and choosing, in my opinion, the things that he touching on and the things that he won't touch on. Because I know how Suge feel about Snoop and Harry-O. And he sure don't touch on that like he should, in my opinion. And on those things that went down with Puffy and all of them, they making that all seem like, The other thing that I forgot to mention in the previous episode that he needs to clear up, he needs to see why that rumor about Pac still floating around, and he won't address that about what happened in the prison and why John Singleton wanted to put that in the movie. I'm telling you, Suge, there's a lot of stuff that people want to hear from you, dog, that you can clear up. Clear up stuff like that, man.